Polyev is taking a stand on transgender health care.
Puberty blockers for minors?
Yes. Do you agree with that?
Do you agree with that?
I think that we should protect children and their
does that
ability
mean?
to make adult decisions when they're adults.
After days of vague answers to reporters' questions on the issue, Polyev now says he's against medicines for minors that pause puberty, including blockers that stop physical changes like the growth of breasts or facial hair.
Justin Trudeau's again puffing out his chest, trying to divide Canadians and attack parents who are trying to protect their kids.
His comments come a week after Alberta Premier Danielle Smith announced plans to change some policies affecting trans children.
Prematurely encouraging or enabling children to alter their very biology or natural growth,
including placing limits on blockers and hormones used for a gender transition and requiring parental consent for some name and pronoun changes at school. That's inspired province-wide protests.
What do we want? Trans rights! When do we want them? Now!
Smith says she's trying to protect kids from choices they may regret.
unfortunately, there isn't long-term evidence about what happens to these kids after transition.
She cited the UK, where there are concerns youth were being rushed onto blockers.
It leads to a world where we're all less safe to be ourselves.
This trans advocate has a message for Polyev.
We will fight him tooth and nail every step of the way if he creates a culture war on the lives and dignity of trans people.
The Prime Minister also pushed back against Polyev's position.
Is anchored in ideology and is not about protecting the most vulnerable.
Doctors who treat trans patients say politicians are meddling where they don't belong.
We do not need anybody to impose artificial guidelines or artificial age restrictions. There's nothing medical about this.
Ottawa hasn't ruled out some sort of intervention. A legal challenge is possible, and they could withhold healthcare transfers if Alberta's plan goes ahead.